Willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Serena.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent.
Ja, das Problem ist, ich muss mal kurz darüber reden, was er redet. Es gibt anscheinend keine Zwischensaves. Man muss das Spiel am Stück durchspielen. Deswegen werde ich jetzt mein Bestes geben, so gut es geht.
Serena, why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love.
Ja, so sieht's aus.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now...
Es bezieht sich darauf, ich kann in diesem Let's Play nicht sehr viel reden, weil es halt sehr storyorientiert ist.
Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks.
Ja, Salz ist sehr lecker.
It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt. Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
Wir waren ja letztes Mal schon recht so weit, dass wir klar waren, dass irgendetwas nicht mit dem Typen in Ordnung stimmt.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song. It's just a pepper shaker, really. We got this set from that clearance sale, however long ago that was, yet we never needed to refill it. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Ich vermute ja immer noch, er hat seine
The table
Freundin
is
kalt
worn
gemacht.
but sturdy. Our dining table, quite modest, but I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, the dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions. Our dining table, I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised
Okay,
it's
wir
still in
sollten
one piece.
aufstehen. Wir gehen erstmal hier zu dem guten Stück hin. Erstmal hier. Genau.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing. I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins?
Was? Ihre Besessenheit für Delfine? What the hell?
Needed some incentive to go. Something good left in this world.
Ja,
They still make covers like this. Erotic,
Genau so.
not obscene.
Nein, nicht da drauf.
Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
Ein Bett. Ziemlich ungemütlich, um genau zu sein.
Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Far out?
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I feel I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. There are no monsters under the bed.
Gut, dann haben wir
Guess
hier.
they're all in my head. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Möglicherweise hattest du einen Anfall.
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket. She also had a brush, but I
Ja
can't
gut, dann haben
see
wir
it
hiermit schon mal
anywhere.
alles geklärt.
Nor hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
Das glaube ich gerne, dass das praktisch war.
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
Okay, das
After
ist
all
eine sehr
these years,
seltsame
it
These, um das so
permanently smells of
aufzustellen.
her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her
Ist er damit
perfume.
auch fertig? Was
These
haben wir
keys
hier?
are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
Jetzt wundert er sich.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. We also have a key for the outhouse. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
Okay, erzähl nicht weiter.
Commune Evidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already. It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time.
Vor allem, warum hat
At
er alles
least
vergessen?
I
Das
think
würde
we
mich mal
were.
interessieren.
But I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good. And bad. Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant, an aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens. We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Na, Streit.
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good. And bad.
Hier ist nichts. Hier. Auch nichts. Hier.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't... And then...
Ja, das hatten wir ja schon mal. Hier drin?
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Take your pills, dude.
I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though. Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Okay, das ist auch alles, was er dazu zu sagen hat. Das heißt, wir müssen... Jetzt gehen wir mal hier hin.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes.
No.
It's based on an Irish folk tale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
Tirnano kennen die meisten wahrscheinlich von euch nicht, aber mir sagt es was wegen der Serie Mystic Knights von damals.
Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life.
Okay, seltsam.
My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry.
Okay, jetzt wird alles gesagt.
Something draws me to this trunk. We use this trunk to... We hated guns, so we never had
Hat er jetzt
any,
alles dazu
even out
gesagt?
here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We had such a wonderful... Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims. It belongs in a museum. An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn... I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the
Okay,
Pilgrims.
das ist alles, was er dazu zu sagen hat. Bücherregal.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of... I like most of a lot of rarities. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No. Most of the... I didn't lend... Most of the books are mine. I didn't lend... A lot of rarities.
Okay, hier sagt er
and
alles nur das
special
Gleiche,
editions
also nicht
here.
wundern.
I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I?
Er sagt bei allen Büchern das
No.
Gleiche.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated. The most comfortable spot, and I can imagine. Of course, we made love here. The dining table, our dining table. Quite modest, but if it... We don't have a lot of photos of our... The guy who snapped it? My love.
Okay, hier sagt er nur noch das Gleiche. Okay, bis zu diesem Punkt waren wir ja ungefähr. Hier hin.
When did we let this window get so gunked up? There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles, and... I should clean the cabin. As a
Okay.
surprise, perhaps. I can make out nothing through this window. There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can make out nothing through this window.
Also schon mal nichts wirklich Nennenswertes. Diese Bilder sind doch auch nicht gerade ziemlich normal.
Why? I should really stay. I prefer the darkness inside. There's nothing for me out. This door has been creaking for years. One of them. I have this gut feeling that there's nothing for me. This door has been. I have this. There's nothing for. This door has been creaking for years. One of the many things I promised I would fix. Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive. Could it hurt me to be a bit more open towards religion? Serena's faith was always a rock for her to lean on. And I certainly could use one right now.
Why can't you just accept that I want God in my life? Have you any idea how many times He has helped me get through? Of course you wouldn't know. He was there for me all the times you weren't.
No, I don't want to read right now. I have no need. I don't feel like being... That's funny. I don't recall. Not that it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walk. Does it mean anything that it's next? A plant is a plant. They say these things are alive. We have much more A plant is a plant. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence. Now,
Okay,
I have no need for the words
hier haben
I'm
wir alles
there.
geguckt. War hier irgendwas? Nö.
I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments.
Be honest. Does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect... Maybe later. There's nothing of... Don't think Serena would approve of me making an even bigger
Gut,
mess
ja,
of the
da
clothes
ist
in here.
nichts. Zack, zack. Hier ist nichts, hier ist nichts.
As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. I feel too restless to sleep right now. I don't sleep well without... There are no monsters. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
Typischen Bettsprüche.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking. It never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? The clock has always been rather autonomous. Actually, I think it might have gone out of... No trusting this clock. The clock has always been... Actually, I think it might have... No trusting this clock.
Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house?
When did the color fade from these lampshades? That's why we like them in the first place. There's enough light already.
Also er scheint definitiv eine Menge Sachen vergessen zu haben und vermutlich hat er sie umgebracht oder sie ist
All
abgehauen.
these metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. A lamp is a lamp. But to a writer, it seemed like neither of us could bother to... All these metaphors and similes in my head. A lamp is a lamp. But to a writer, every mundane item triggers connections, and that leads to more. Proust wrote all his life about the associative power of tastes and it's too tangy, too poignant. Brings it all back.
Do I even matter to you anymore? Do you even notice anything I do? How I look? How I smell?
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this. I torture myself trying to remember. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Jetzt kommt es nämlich ins Tageslicht.
It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? I couldn't care less about a stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I torture myself trying to remember.
Oh, jetzt kommt dann erstmal alles raus, dann rastet er gleich richtig aus, der Typ.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway.
Ja, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I'm too upset to even think... I hate her. All of this... She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel she was lying to me and manipulating me all... I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Boah, jetzt rastet er aber richtig aus. Der hat sie wohl anscheinend ordentlich gehasst.
She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare. Almost empty. So typical. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. I hate her. All of this. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to eat. I hate her so much.
Okay, der Typ ist definitiv gerade voll durch. Spiel. Nee, ich wollte gerade sagen, das Spiel hat sich, glaube ich, gerade dezent aufgehangen, aber das hat es nicht.
I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. Never those dry, black, all of these pathetic souvenirs. I couldn't care less about this armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once?
Was hat er hier?
God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Oh, those words.
Okay,
those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. I'm too upset to even... I hate her so much. It's like looking in... Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination.
Okay.
It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mom. All of these... I couldn't care less about this damn thing. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all...
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon, because I've had enough.
Why torture myself trying to remember? Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. Scholars say Niamh. I'm too upset to even think. I hate her so much.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can.
Her jewelry box. What is it? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety.
I sit here.
I should just destroy this. All of this. These pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
You know?
Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight. I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? I hate her so much. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage? I will fix it. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what? All of this?
Stimmt,
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture? I'm too upset to even think straight. All the real color. It must be full of dust mites. I told her the rug was fine work. Like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it?
Irgendwie müssen wir
I
für
hate
gucken.
her.
Wir haben noch nicht
All
mit
of
dem
this,
Pornohefter geredet.
these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies. Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No the
So,
light is
jetzt noch
so
hier.
dim here. Makes me want to. There's only a limited window of opportunity. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I couldn't care less about the damn thing. Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special. Always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now
Okay,
I can
damit
see
wollte
she was
er
just afraid of
anscheinend nicht
admitting
reden
how
oder
bland and
darüber.
boring she really was.
Moment, hier waren noch, glaube ich, auch noch
Torture
Sachen in den
myself
Schubladen.
trying to remember.
Hier rein, hier dran.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam to be somewhere else, just for a while.
Okay,
But
was haben wir
unless
hier?
she was the one who left,
War hier drin
too upset
irgendwas
to
noch?
even think. I hate all of this. These. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure. What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Why torture myself trying to remember? Guess I could have thanked that heartless. I can't even bear to look at my face. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it
So,
was
ich
a
bin
sore
am
point.
Überlegen,
My
was
thoughts are
brauche ich
all
noch
over the
alles?
place. Get it together, damn. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this...
Oh,
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. Why torture myself? I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything?
okay.
She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Stehen wir mal auf und gehen hier hin.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all
Habe
lies.
ich jetzt alles geguckt?
I couldn't torture myself trying to remember.
Oh, shit.
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't. How did it happen? I can't remember.
Ich wusste es, er hat die
It's
kalt
already
gemacht.
rotten beyond
Scheiße.
recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry. A body takes at least... I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Those noises
Keine gute
sound
Idee.
like more than... Are they coming for me? There's something about those voices. I must know. The window.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine, give me the kerosene.
Ich sollte jetzt dann wahrscheinlich raus zu den Bullen.
Oh shit! You forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
Fuck. Was war das? Was muss ich machen? Okay, da lang kann ich schon mal nicht gehen. Aus der Tür raus kann ich auch nicht. Etwa hier drüben oder was? Na. Hä? Kann ich auch nicht interagieren mit. Ich kann mit nichts mehr interagieren, what the fuck? Ja gut, Leute, das war's dann, glaube ich, soweit. Ich danke vielmals fürs Zuschauen, hoffe, dass es euch gefallen hat und dass ihr auch beim nächsten Mal dabei seid. Ansonsten sehen wir uns im nächsten Let's Play. Ciao.